Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Big blow for Man United as Saudi Arabia call interest in unwanted £30 million star. Man United have received a big blow to their transfer window plans as Saudi Arabia have cooled their interest in the Premier League club's veteran star Casemiro. According to Sky Sports, Saudi clubs are considering making a move for the former Real Madrid star, despite the midfielder being a top target for several clubs in the Middle East ahead of the current transfer window. ESPN carried the story that talks have already took place between the representatives of the Brazil international and Saudi clubs, as Man United are keen to move the 32-year-old this summer. Cristiano Ronaldo's Al Nassr were said to be one of the teams at the front of the queue for his signature, but that now looks uncertain. Man United are said to be looking for £30 million to part ways with Casemiro, an asking price Saudi clubs are not willing to meet, reports go. It looks like the Manchester club could struggle to sell the 32-year-old ahead of the new season, which would be a big blow to their transfer plans. Man United must sell Casemiro this summer, as any fee they receive for the midfielder can be put towards new signings. More importantly, they will get the Brazilians' massive £350,000 a week wages off their books, which is far too much to be paying for what the former Real Madrid star currently offers. The 32-year-old had an awful campaign last time around and looked like a player who has passed his best. According to Sky Sports, Erik ten Hag is interested in bringing PSG's Manuel Ugarte to Old Trafford this summer, as the Dutch coach wants to add a new midfielder to his squad, and that is a deal that cannot be done without the sale of Casemiro. It would be a big blow to the Red Devils' plans if they can't move the veteran star on. However, there is still a long way to go before the transfer window shuts. Man United raises stars asking price to £40 million as Tottenham consider a transfer. Manchester United midfielder Scott McTominay is reportedly now also a transfer target for Tottenham this summer, though he won't be allowed to move on the cheap. The Scotland international has struggled to establish himself as an automatic starter for Man United, so it could be that he will now look to move on in order to play more regularly, with a lot of recent transfer rumours about him emerging. The latest club to be linked with an interest in McTominay is Tottenham, with the Sun reporting, however, that the Red Devils wants as much as £40 million to let him go, despite asking for more like £30 million this time last year when West Ham made an offer. McTominay could be a decent signing for Spurs, with the Sun reporting that he is now emerging as an alternative to Chelsea's Conor Gallagher for the North London side, as the Blues ace could now be set to see out the remainder of his contract at Stamford Bridge before leaving next year. Although some Tottenham fans might not be that excited by McTominay, he has arguably been a bit of an unsung hero for United in recent times and unfortunate not to get more regular guaranteed playing time. The 27-year-old could well have a really positive impact for a club like Spurs, even if £40 million perhaps looks a bit pricey for someone of his all-round profile and age. Still, it makes sense that Man United don't just want to let McTominay go on the cheap, with the club in need of funds from player sales after spending big on Joshua Zirkzee and Leno, with the latter deal now looking more or less done, according to Fabrizio Romano. McTominay being home ground means United won't want to lose out on the potential for a pure profit from a financial fair play perspective. Saga over as highly rated talent rejects European giants to sign Man United contract until 2029. Leno has put pen to paper on his Man United contract as the Premier League club prepares to announce their new €62 million signing. Fabrizio Romano said the following: Lille already accepted an offer last week of €50 million plus €12 million in add-ons, a fantastic offer for Lille for a player who is out of contract next summer. And then United were also able to agree a contract with Euro, who will join on a 5-year deal with the option of one more year on top of that. Euro has already been in Manchester in the last 24 hours to undergo medical tests, with the first part of those tests already done. He will complete more tests and then sign the contract as a new Manchester United player. My opinion is that although this is expensive, it looks like an excellent and elite signing for Man United, as we know Euro was also wanted by a number of other top clubs. Real Madrid made their move, but it was always the same clear strategy: join now for 20 to 25 million euros or join next summer on a free transfer. Real have been clear with Euro, but he didn't want to wait longer. Real were never going to pay 50 million euros for a player out of contract in one season. Man United's strategy was expensive, but absolutely smart and perfect, the only way to sign the player. Paris Saint-Germain were also interested, but Euro wanted to try a new challenge in a different league, so really it was Real Madrid who were the main rivals to United in this deal. Euro waited 1 week for Real Madrid, but they were out of the conversation with Lille after they accepted Man United's bid. Then after a week of waiting, they understood that Euro eventually decided to accept the chance to move to Old Trafford instead. Real Madrid was Euro's biggest dream. He really wanted to go there, but then he decided to move to Man United after seeing how strong and convincing they were in talks with the player and his family, also in terms of the project and offering him an important salary. Man United set to intensify pursuit of £50 million midfield target player once move. Manchester United have already been one of the summer's busiest clubs. The Red Devils recently announced their capture of striker Joshua Zirkzee from Bologna for a reported £36.5 million fee and are on the verge of completing a £42 million deal for highly rated Lille defender Leno. And according to recent reports, the Premier League giants aren't done there. After landing their top offensive and defensive targets, United sporting hierarchy, overseen by new minority shareholder Sir Jim Ratcliffe, are now expected to turn their attention to a new midfielder. Sky Sports Germany's Florian Plattenberg has reported the next player on Ratcliffe and sporting director Dan Ashworth's wishlist is Paris Saint-Germain midfielder Manuel Ugarte. The Uruguay international has already been linked with a move to Old Trafford this summer, but United are now expected to intensify their pursuit, which could in turn speed up exit, including Scott McTominay, who is a target for Fulham, and Casemiro, who remains heavily linked with a lucrative move to Saudi Arabia. Although an agreement with the League One giants has yet to be confirmed, the 23-year-old is thought to be keen on teaming up with Erik ten Hag and becoming an integral part of the Dutchman's project. During his first 12 months in the French capital, Ugarte, who has 4 years left on his contract, has registered 3 assists in 37 games in all competitions. According to journalist Ben Jacobs, Paris Saint-Germain value the midfielder at £50 million. Man United considering France international as low-cost option amid midfield uncertainty. Manchester United are engaged in a busy summer transfer window. The Red Devils sporting operation, now led by minority shareholder Sir Jim Ratcliffe, has already completed the signing of young Dutch attacker Joshua Zirkzee with highly rated Lille defender Leno also on the verge of being unveiled. Despite spending £36.5 million on Zirkzee and £42 million on Euro, according to Manchester World, United aren't done there. set to reinforce their defensive line and attack, United's attention is now expected to turn to their midfield. McTominay and Casemiro are both candidates to leave the club before the summer deadline, with Fulham strongly linked with the former and the clubs in Saudi's Pro League monitoring the latter. Consequently, should both players move on from Old Trafford, Ratcliffe and sporting director Dan Ashworth will need to sign at least one senior midfielder. However, forced to comply with the league's strict financial regulations, the Red Devils are expected to pursue cheaper targets, and one name thought to be under consideration is free agent Adrien Rabiot. The France international is a free agent after his contract with Juventus recently expired. The 29-year-old, who has been linked with United several times before in his career, is viewed as a low-cost option for the Premier League giants and is one long-term target that could finally make the switch. During his 5 years in Turin, Rabiot, who has also represented France on 48 occasions, scored 22 goals and registered 15 assists in 212 games in all competitions. Man United must take one crucial step before signing another centre-back alongside Euro, says expert. Manchester United need to focus on player sales before proceeding with any further with a potential transfer deal for Bayern Munich defender Matthias de Ligt, according to Fabrizio Romano. Speaking exclusively to Count Offside for his latest daily briefing column, Romano explained that Man United are closing in on the signing of Leno, meaning that offloading some players will now be crucial for them to be able to afford de Ligt as well. The transfer news expert has made it clear that the Red Devils want more than one signing in defense this summer, so it seems the de Ligt saga is not over yet, but it might require some patience, as raising funds from some players' departures looks like it needs to happen first. United fans will be hoping no one ends up hijacking the De Ligt deal in this time, but at the moment there doesn't seem to be any sign of that, while there are surely quite a few players they can sell, as they won't be key first teamers moving forward, but might well be of interest to numerous other clubs elsewhere. Romano said the following: United have been able to sign a fantastic defender. Euro looks like a really great signing. Some fans have been asking me about what this deal means for the interest in Matthias de Ligt. For now, the discussions have been positive and advanced, but now for Man United, it's time to think about the outgoings. Man United still want one more centre-back, but selling players is absolutely crucial for them. This is why the Matthias de Ligt story remains open, but not imminent now. If Man United could bring in both Euro and de Ligt this summer, that would be a significant upgrade to their current defense, with the likes of Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof surely no longer good enough to be regular starters for Erik ten Hag's side. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.